All right. Well, welcome everybody. Yay. Happy to have everyone here. I think I probably say yay 18 million times because I think there's a yay for every single one of you being here. I'm just very excited to always get to spend any time with y'all. So today we've got our mindfulness flow or our mindful flow. And as you all know, I absolutely love this kind of a class because it gives us this opportunity to work on mindfulness, right? Within our practice, as always, we're focused on our breath and we're focused on the body, and we can bring in some of the sounds around us and use our senses because those are pretty much the main anchors for mindfulness. And on Sunday for Alex's class, she read this wonderful quote from Eckhart Tolle. And I want to share it with you guys because I think it is the essence of mindfulness, really. So you can stay seated if you wish, or if you want to get yourself into a comfy position, laying on your back. Eventually, we're going to go there anyways. But if you want to stay seated for now, that's great too. So here it is. And it just touches my heart. I feel like this one, I'm going to read it every day is my intention, because it's just a wonderful reminder, okay? So let me put some glasses on so I can read my writing. All righty, so what it says is this. When you surrender to what is and become fully present, the past ceases to have any power. The realm of being, which had been obscured by the mind, then opens up. Suddenly, a great stillness arises within you, an unfathomable sense of peace. And within that peace, there is great joy. And within that joy, there is love. And at the innermost core, there is the sacred, the immeasurable, that which cannot be named. Just makes me so happy. And I think that it's that stillness that I think we're going to work a little bit on that. Those places when we get to be still for a moment, and knowing that within that stillness is that sense of peace, that sense of joy, that sense of love. It's all inside of us. But oftentimes it gets obscured by the mind, right? So mindfulness helps us notice when our mind is off thinking about the past, about the things that we can't change, about, okay, in the future, when this thing comes up that happened in the past, I'm going to go this way and do, it's all this talking. And what we miss out on is that sense of presence, that sense of what's really and truly happening in this moment. So let us find ourselves on our backs, on our mat. And once you get there, if there are some wiggles to help you get settled in, please go ahead and do that. And I'll give you a moment or two or three just to find that place where you can settle in, get cozy, get comfy. For some of us, that may mean having those knees bent, or maybe having the legs long, or any other shape that your body likes. If you like props, you can do that. Nice, you guys. And once you're here in that sweet spot, take a nice breath in. And a slow sigh out of the mouth. Letting your jaw begin to soften, the face. And this next breath in, maybe you do the same thing, just filling yourself up. Maybe it's a sigh out of the mouth again. The face relaxes a little more. Any tension in the eyebrows, the cheeks, the jaw, get to release on that exhale. And when you're ready, we just start to get those long breaths in and out. Maybe they're kind of even breaths. For some of us, we like to count that out. It helps us to kind of keep track. For others of us, ballpark it. Just go to where you feel like, I'm filling up, I feel full, and then you just get to start to empty out. Letting the mind connect to the sensation of your body breathing, that awareness that we're right here, feeling our body on the mat and feeling our body breathing. And as we continue to kind of follow this breath a little bit more, maybe a little bit more awareness comes to as you inhale, and it's kind of effortless. I mean, we're just kind of letting this body breathe. There may be this little baby space of stillness before you move into that exhale. Could be like a millisecond. And then as you're exhaling and you feel empty, there's going to be that millisecond of stillness, and then the body begins to fill up. And just see if you can sense that, if you can feel that or sense it. Don't have to force it. It's just that moment. It's that teeny tiny moment of pause. Nice, you guys. So just kind of, again, noticing that little bit of a pause between the inhale and the exhale, and that exhale and the inhale. It's just barely there. And knowing within that little space lies peace, lies joy and love. So as we move into our practice, maybe your intention today is just to kind of see where we can find those little pieces of stillness. When we pause, finding that little sense of space, that pause. If there's another intention that you like to do for your practice, feel free to use that. And then we're going to start to wake up this body, continuing with our nice long breath in and out. And just begin to wake up your body a little bit. Maybe it's little bitty wiggles of fingers and toes. Maybe it's big stretches or somewhere in between, but take your time. You could be doing little twisties. You could be curling up. Do the thing that your body really wants. Listen to that body. Taking a breath in and taking a breath out. Good, another 30 more seconds here with what would feel good to you. Be sure if you're doing a little twisties, you catch your second side. Nice. And then we're gonna find ourselves stretching out. So reaching the legs long and then reaching the arms back. And as you inhale, reach your arms and legs away from each other. Maybe open your toes and fingers really wide. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, just soften. Soften the arms, soften the legs. Let your body just feel this. And then we'll do it 2 more times. So inhale, big, big reach. Exhale, soften. And then 1 more, breathe in, big reach. And as you feel full, can you find that moment? And then as you exhale, you get to soften. And find that moment at the end of your exhale. From here, we're gonna bring the arms down by our sides and then bend your knees so that your heels are close to your hips. Bring the palms to face down. So we're kind of setting up a little bit for bridge here. But before we do, feel your feet in the ground. See if you can connect your mind to all your toes, the ball of the foot, the outside edge of your foot, and the heel. So feeling that. Notice as your mind starts to go towards your feet, are your feet pushing down a little bit more to give you the feedback to your mind? So just using our body to connect to this moment, helping our mind connect to the body. Good. Now with the arms long by your sides, palms facing down, can you bring that awareness to your fingers? Feeling your thumb, your pointer, your middle, your ring finger, your pinky. And then notice again, did you just put a little bit of pressure down? And if you did, that's perfectly fine. Again, sometimes we need that bit of feedback of our bodies pressing into something. It's almost like you push down to let the sensation go right up to your mind. Take another breath. And as you exhale, if you're pressing, soften it. Good. Now keeping the feet where they are, we're just going to take the arms up and back. So inhale, reaching the arms all the way up and back as far as they wish to go. And then as you exhale, bring the hands slow back down by your side. Use your whole exhale to bring the hands down by your hips. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, reaching your arms up and all the way back. And exhale, bring the hands up and all the way back down to your hips. Good. Now right here, we're going to keep the hands down, push into your feet, and as you inhale, start to curl your tail up and lift your hips up. Just going as high as your hips want to go. This is the very first one. And then as you come to your exhale, slowly bring your hips back down. So rolling through your spine, from that upper back, through the middle, the low back, and then your tush touches. And then again, as you inhale, push into your feet, start to curl your tail up, lifting these hips up. And as you come to your exhale, we slowly roll down, bone by bone by bone by bone. Now this time we're going to take the hips and the arms up. So inhale, slowly lifting the hips, slowly taking those arms all the way up and back, and pause. Breathe in and breathe out. And just let the hips go as high or as low as they wish, feeling your feet on the ground. Can you connect to those toes, the ball of the foot, the outside edge, the heel? Good. 1 more breath here. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the arms back down, roll them through your spine all the way down to your hips, touching the ground, and the hands touching the ground. Great. From here, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let the knees go out to the sides. Bring your hands to rest right at your belly. Letting these hips open up just a little bit. Maybe feeling that little bit of extension in your low back. You have that little arch happening. And maybe we take a big breath down to our hands. Fill up. and empty right on out. Do that one more time. Breathing in. Maybe you find that little space of stillness at the top of the breath. And then exhaling right on out. Nice. And then from here, we're going to take the hands on the outsides of the legs and then bring the knees back on in and draw the knees into your chest. Once your hands, you bring your hands right on top of those knees, and if you want to give yourself a little wiggle side to side, that's great. Yeah, giving yourself your wiggle side to side. As the knees go right, maybe you look left. And as the knees go left, maybe you look right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Great. So from here, we're going to come on back to center, back to stillness. And we're going to take our left leg and just put it down to the ground. Then we're going to externally rotate this right leg out to the side. And then take the foot up. So it's like a half happy baby. We got a half happy baby going on. So right here, it's kind of early in our practice. So yogi's choice. That right hand might hold on to the back of the knee, the shin, or on this one, the inside arch of your foot. Okay? And if you're like, oh, that just sucks, then bring the hands back to where you're feeling your leg being supported. So we've got external rotation in that right leg. We've got a little flexion happening there. Now, if you'd like, you can take the left leg and extend it long so we get extension in that leg. Now, what might want to happen is you're going to list over to the right. Can you maybe bring that left hand onto your hip, just to kind of remind the hip to go, that left hip to go downward. Yeah. So we've got the right hand holding onto the leg somewhere in that half happy baby. So finding a little stillness, a little external rotation, and just opening this hip up while we get extension in that left leg. Take a breath in and a breath out. Maybe you flex the foot, maybe flexing both feet. See what that feels like. You bring a little bit of strength here. And then as you exhale, maybe you point the toes, seeing what that's about. Good. And then find neutral. Great, you guys. Take one more breath here. Awesome. So from here, we're going to bring that right knee back into center. Take your left hand onto the right knee. Drop the right hand down by your hip on that right side. And then we're just going to roll on over to our left side. So legs going to come across the body. So now we're going to get that outside part of that right hip. So for some of us, looking the same direction as the knee feels better for our neck. For others of us, we might take the head up to the ceiling. Or we might take the head over towards the right. So take a big breath wherever you are. And as you exhale, just try and be heavy. Let the arms be heavy. Let the legs be heavy. Seeing what you feel. Connect to the sensation. Maybe it's in the leg, your tush, the back, the shoulder. Maybe the face. And if it's in your face, take a breath and use the exhale just to soften this face. Good. One more breath here. Nice. And then slow and easy, bring the leg back on up to center. Stretch your right leg long. Stretch your arms away from your legs again. So inhale, big reach. Breathe in. And then exhale, be soft. Awesome, guys. The hands are coming down by your sides again. We're going to bend those knees and then draw them into the chest one more time. So we're going to catch our second side. So we're going to hold on to the left knee. Drop the right foot down. Externally rotate this left leg. So the knee's going out to the side and then the foot's going to come up to the center, up to the ceiling. So again, little half happy baby. So again, this is kind of early in our practice. So depending upon your hips, the hand might be on the outside of the knee or on the back of the thigh. or the shin, or this time inside, the hand on the inside arch of that foot. So finding the sweet spot, and then starting to extend that right leg long, heel on the ground. And if you need to adjust, adjust. You might find yourself listing off to the left. So bring that right hand onto your hip, just as a little reminder. So again, always, sides are different. One side might be way happier than the other in this posture. So just being aware of that. Noticing where you're feeling sensation in the body. Breathing in and breathing out. And then we're going to flex the foot. Inhale, flex the feet. Point your toes, exhale. Find neutral. One more breath here. Awesome. And then letting the foot come down, bring the knee back into center. Take that right hand onto the left knee. The left hand drops down by your hip, and we're going to roll on over to that right side. So taking the knee across the body, finding your sweet spot. Deciding, do we want to look right, to the ceiling, looking left. Wherever that left hand wants to rest, the shoulder will usually tell you where that should be. And then again, we bring that awareness to where do we feel sensation. It might be a different spot than it was on that first side. So the sensation within our bodies helps to bring us into this moment. Just noticing. Take a breath in and a breath out. So another piece of mindfulness is as we bring that awareness to different areas and we notice, we're also trying to not judge, which for some of us is kind of hard because I know for me, I can be quite judgy. And so maybe I'm here and going, oh man, this was so much better yesterday. You know what? That didn't help. It is what it is at this moment. And, the acceptance is kind of nice. So just take one more breath wherever you are. And then slow and easy, bring the body back on up to center. Take that foot down, stretch your body out. Big stretch, big inhale. And then exhale, be easy. Bend those knees, drop both knees into the chest. And we're going to rock and roll on up to all fours. Or you can roll to one side or another. So if you want a couple of little rocks to get that nice little spine massage, go for it. And then when you're ready, we all meet in all fours. Good, and as always, must wag the tail side to side. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good, come into stillness. Inhale, drop that belly, looking up. And then exhale, pull your belly button to your spine, tuck the tail and drop the head. Use your inhale to drop the belly, looking up. And then exhale, pulling in. Good. And then if you want to continue with this for a moment, great. Or if you want to bring some other motions into your body, maybe some circles, maybe you play with some shoulders, do the thing that feels good. Just take a moment or two. Maybe you pull in a little bit of a child's pose in there. Maybe move to a down dog. Just do what feels okay in your body. What is it that your body would like in this moment? Great. And then we find ourselves back at a tabletop. We'll inhale, drop the belly, look up. Curl these toes under, and as you exhale, take the hips back, and then bring them on up. Come on into your first down dog, or maybe second or third. And once you're here, if you'd like to walk it out a little bit, that feels good in your body. If you like to be still, be still. You can have straightish legs or bent knees. Great. One more breath wherever you are. And then we'll bend the knees, look forward, and walk your feet on up to meet your hands. Hanging in that forward fold. Maybe the knees are really bent. Maybe the hands are on the ground or on blocks, or up, and maybe you grab opposite elbows, or even wrapping the arms around your legs. Just let your head dangle wherever you are. 2 breaths here. Nice, guys. Then bring those hands on up to the thighs or the shins, and we're going to half lift. So inhale, lengthen this body out, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, bow down. We're going to reach the arms out to the sides and rise all the way up. Big breath, hands are going to touch. And as you exhale, sit back in your chair. Bring the hands to the heart, sit your tush back. Reach your hands up, breathe in. And then exhale, stand tall, bring the arms down by your side, swim away. Good. Inhale, bend your knees, reach the hands up. Exhale, stand tall, arms out to the sides. We come on to that nice standing. And then one more. Inhale, reaching the arms up. This time, maybe we get a little back bend. And then as you exhale, hands to the heart, bend your knees. Beautiful. Reaching the hands up again, take a breath. And now this time we're going to forward fold. Exhale, bow. Half lift here, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, plant these hands on down. We're coming to that upper push-up. So your plank pose, maybe you step one foot back and the other, or maybe you do like a nice little jump back. Should that be in your practice? And we pause. Feel free to take the knees because you build strength no matter where you are. If you're on those toes, push back through the heels and imagine your pubic bone drawn towards your belly button. That's pretty much for everybody. And then push away with these hands. Can you bring that awareness to every little fingertip? I don't know if y'all can hear that, but my cat's outside the door meowing really loud. I know, kitten, sorry. Take another breath in and a breath out. Awesome, guys. Now right here, we're gonna lift up our right foot or right knee, flex your foot. So super strong, guys. Breathe in, bring those toes down. Exhale, slow those toes come down. Good, inhale, the left foot lifts up. Doesn't have to be high, or the left knee. Breathe in, push away with these hands. Breathe out, great. And then take those toes down. Take a breath. We're gonna all take the knees, coming down to your belly. Exhale, bend in the elbows. Uncurl your toes. Push the tops of the feet into the ground. Feel these legs engage. Feel the tops of your feet. Maybe you can imagine all the little toenails gently pressing into the ground. Gently push down into your pubic bone. And then as you inhale, we're going to lift up this chest, little baby cobra. And then exhale, come on down. Push up to all fours, breathe in. Hips to heels, exhale. Nice and slow to our child's pose. Come into all fours, breathe in, come on back. Curl those toes, exhale, the hips go back and up. Great. Bending your knees, looking forward, walk your feet on up or hop your feet on up to your hands. And then we'll inhale and lengthen this body out. Half lift. Exhale, bow. The arms reach out and up. Breathe in, come all the way up. Maybe it's that little baby back bend. Bring the hands onto your heart. Exhale. Pausing for a moment. Taking a breath in. Taking a breath out. Awesome. Okay, so from here, this is another thing that Alex shared with us on Sunday, and it's from her class with Dorsey on Saturday, the mindfulness for anxiety. I love this motion. I love Tai Chi, and this has that little bit of feel to it. Let the feet be about hip-width distance apart. The arms are out by your sides. They're palm down. Yeah. Good. So we're just going to, on our inhale, we're going to raise the hands just to the shoulders. So inhale nice and slow, hands are coming to the shoulders. Flip your palms, and as you exhale, a little bend in the elbow. They just come down just a little bit. Now reach your hands all the way up, inhale, and then those fingertips are gonna touch. You can't see them, so I'm gonna squat. So you can see the fingertips are touching, good. And as you exhale, push the hands down in front of you. I always think of this as a French press motion. We're making good coffee here. Take the hands back by your sides, palms are down. Inhale just up to the shoulders, breathe in. Flip the palms, little bend in the elbows. Exhale, just a little bit of a lilt down. The arms are gonna go up. Inhale, coming up, and you're making like a little circle, so those fingertips are touching. And as you come to your exhale, we make our French press, we're pushing down. Nice and easy. That's gorgeous, guys. Again, palms out by your sides, palms down. Inhale, we lift up these arms. Flip the palms, exhale, a little bend in the elbows. Good, taking the hands up, breathe in. Use that whole inhale to take those fingertips to touch and the whole exhale to gently push down. Love this so much. Good. Perfect, guys. And then from here, bring the hands by your sides, circle the hands on the wrists. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Good. And then from here, we're gonna bring our bodies back to I'm coming back to the top of my mat. Arms by your sides. Reach your arms out and up. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift here. Inhale, lengthen out. And the exhale brings the hands down. Plant your hands, step back for your push-up. On the toes or on the knees. So you can either take the knees down and come down to do that little cobra, or if you like to do your little chaturanga to an up dog, we're all meeting in the down dog. So you do what your body needs today. Whatever your body needs. We take those long breaths in. You want to throw in a child's pose, feel free. We all meet in down dog. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Great. And then from here, we're going to all take our right leg way up high to the sky. So reach it up. Right leg goes up. Great. And then open the hip. So we've got hips stacking on top of each other. Now, if you like, you can bend that right knee so that the right heel is coming towards your left tush. Yeah, just open it up here. Great. And then extend that leg back on out. And then drop the hips so that they're even. Take a breath here. And then step your right foot right in between your hands. Then pivot your back heel down to the ground. And then we're going to rise up for a warrior two. So open it up. Yeah, beautiful, guys. So we have that right knee right on top of the ankle. The back toes are a little bit more forward. And we're opening up. Good. Now just straighten the knee and take the hands up. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, bend your knee and let the arms come on down. Nice. So we're going to do that same motion. Take the palms to come down. Yes, perfect. Inhale, just right up to the shoulders. Breathe in. Flip the palms, bend the elbows. Exhale, just come down just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Inhale, reach it up. Take those fingers to touch. And then as you exhale, take the hands straight down, all the way down. Good. And then open those arms down by your sides, palms down. Good. Inhale, taking the hands up to the shoulders. Flip the palms, bend the elbow, exhale. Now on this one, we're going to straighten the knee and take the hands up. Breathe in, straighten the knee, let those fingertips touch. And then as you exhale, slow bend your knees, slow bring the hands back down into your warrior two. That's gorgeous, guys. Love it. Take those hands out by your sides, down, palms down. Inhale, taking the hands right to the shoulders. Flip the palms. Exhale, a little bend in the elbow. Yeah. Straighten the knee, the hands are coming up, all the way up. Take your whole breath to straighten that knee. Yep, fingers touch. Take a whole exhale to bend the knee and bring the hands down. Slow, slow, slow. Feeling those muscles. Gorgeous, guys. Nice. And then from here, open your arms out for your warrior two. Bring the gaze right into that front hand. Look right out from that in the middle finger. Breathe in. Breathe out. Super strong. Feeling our toes, the ball of the foot, the heel, the legs, up to your behind and your belly, your whole torso up to these shoulders and straight out to those fingers. Big breath. And then we're going to cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Pivot the back toes forward. Now from here, walk the hands just a little bit forward. Step into that front foot and lift the back foot off the ground. Yeah, little standing splits. If you want, you can keep those hands on the ground, or you can bring one hand, maybe the other hand to the ankle to play with some balance. Do the thing that feels the best. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. And if you're playing with balance, go ahead and bring the hands back down to the ground. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, let's bring the foot down to meet the other. Pause, breathe, forward fold. We're gonna half lift here, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, plant these hands, and again, we're gonna step back, come to that push-up. Decide on your vinyasa. What do you need? Do you want to just go to down dog? Do you want to just go to child's pose? Do you need that little chaturanga to your up dog? Do the one that you need. All the while taking those nice, easy breaths in and out. Soften in the jaw and the throat. Good. And now we're taking that left leg up. Reach it back and up. And then from here, open the hips. So the hips are stacking. The shoulders are going to try and stay as even as they can. And then we're going to bend that left knee, bringing the left heel towards your right tush. Open up that hip, feeling that big stretch in your hip flexor maybe. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then lengthen out that leg again, straighten it out, and then drop the hips so that they're even. Look forward and take that left foot right at center, right in between the hands. And now pivot the back heel down, and we'll cartwheel on up. Yeah, beautiful. Coming into that warrior two. Good. Straighten the knee, the hands are coming up. Breathe in. Exhale, open. Great. And then the palms are going to face down, and we're going to drop the hands down. Good. Inhale, just over the shoulders. Bend the elbows, palms up. Exhale. Good. Inhale, reaching the hands all the way up. Those fingertips touch. Exhale, pushing down. Making good copy with our French press. Yeah. And then again, palms down. Inhale, right on up to these shoulders. Flip the palms. Exhale, a little bend in the elbows. Now this is where we get to straighten that knee. Inhale, take your time to straighten the knee as the hands go up and the fingers touch. Take your whole exhale to plunge those hands down and bend the knee. Gorgeous. Nice. Again, palms out to the sides. Inhale, hands to the shoulders. Flip the palms. Exhale, bend the elbows just a wedge. Straighten the knee, the hands are going up. Breathe and take your time. Push into that foot. Using these muscles. Fingers are going to touch. And then as you exhale, yep, slow bend in the knees. The hands are going right on down. Good. Open your arms out. Strong warrior two. Bring the gaze into that front hand. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the strength in these legs. Big breath. Exhale out. Nice. Good. And then we'll cartwheel the hands down. Pivot the back toes forward. We're going to step into that front foot and lift up the back leg as high or as low as it wants to go. Once you find your balance, you can just be here with this big stretch in the leg, or maybe you bring one hand or the other to the ankle and play with some balance there, or not. What does your body want today? Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. And then bringing the hands down to the ground. And then gently bringing that foot on down to the ground as well. And then from here, half lift, lengthen. And then exhale, bow. Reaching the arms out and up, all the way up. Big breath, maybe it's that little baby back bend. And then bring the hands to your heart. Great. So from here, we're going to bring the legs together. Find your body being upright, nice and tall. And then we're going to lean into that left foot and lift up the right toes. The right heel. So the toes on the ground. And then we're going to inhale, take the knee out to the side. And then as you exhale, just extend the leg. Yeah, perfect, guys. Nice. Find that balance with that left foot on the ground. And then from here, we're just going to bend that right knee and bring the foot to the outside of the calf. If you like to bring your foot up higher for your tree pose, you can do that, or just have it right at the shins. Feeling the foot push into the leg and the leg push into the foot. And then drop the arms down. Palms facing forward, fingers drawing down like you're a weeping willow. Breathe in, breathe out. And then inhale, take those hands out and up, coming into a nice little Christmas tree. Those fingers are going to touch. Reach up, lengthen up. Take a big breath. And then exhale, open those arms out to the shoulders. Now you're a big oak tree. Beautiful. Good. And then extend out that right leg. Extend out. Beautiful. And then bend the knees so that the toes are back on the ground, right where we started. Bring the knee in. The arms come down, the foot goes down. Give it a wiggle. Beautiful. Awesome. I love it. And then bring the legs back to center. So now your brain knows what's going to happen. Willow, Christmas tree, oak. Got it. All right. Hands are at the heart. Weight's going into that right foot. The left heel lifts up and the knee goes out. So pause here. Find that balance first and then extend the leg. Yeah, there you go. Feeling these legs be nice and strong. And then we'll bend the knee and put the foot against the leg, wherever it wishes to go, just not on the knee. And then dropping the arms down. Take a big breath, and as you exhale, gently draw the arms downward so the neck gets long. Find this little bit of, there's little bits of stillness even when we're working on balance. Even if it's that little place, as we inhale and exhale, that little space of stillness. When you're ready, we'll inhale and take the hands all the way up, come into our Christmas tree. Pausing there, lengthening up to the ceiling. Looking for that little space between the inhale and the exhale. And when you come to your next exhale, open those arms out to the shoulders for that mighty oak. Beautiful. And then extend the leg out. Good. Take a big breath. And then as you exhale, bring the toe back down. Bring the knee in. Drop these arms and drop the legs. Give it a good wiggle. And maybe some circles with these hips. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Good. And then find yourself nice and tall. We'll inhale, take the arms out and up. Breathe. Forward fold, exhale, bow. Half lift here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Arms out to the side, we rise all the way up. Big inhale. And then again, fingers are gonna touch and then push down. Exhale. Now right here, we're gonna flip the palms up and then inhale, bring the hands up, just about to the chest. Exhale, push down. Flip the palms, inhale, coming up, maybe to the throat. And then exhale, push down. And then inhale, coming all the way up to the ceiling, reaching up. And now this time, swim away. Beautiful. And then bring these shoulders up, back and down. Up, back and down. And up, back and down. Great. And then we're just gonna come onto the ground. So however you like to get there, coming all the way onto the ground. Once you get here, just bend your knees, come all the way onto your back. Feet are on the ground, the knees are bent, the hands are just coming to your belly. And we just take a few moments. Feeling this mat support you. Maybe using that exhale to really soften the face. Good. And now gently bring the knees into the chest. And then open those knees out towards your armpits. And then take those feet up to the ceiling. Now we're in a full happy baby. So the hands can be behind your thighs or on the shins. And now it's the outside edges of those feet. Unlike the beginning where we had them on the inside edges, this is the outside edges. Should you go there? Or if you get there and you're like, oh man, I can't even breathe and this is really uncomfortable, then bring the hands to the shins or the backs of the legs. It's just getting that nice opening in the hips. And then feeling your whole spine being supported. For some of us, we like a little motion for our happy baby. So, do that if that feels okay. Good. And then find your way back to center. Bring those big toes back down to touch. Bring the knees on in. And then we're gonna rock and roll up to an easy seat. Or just roll to one side or another. So right here, we're just gonna kind of close the eyes down or just bring the gaze down to the ground. So take an easy breath in and out. So we've been talking about that space of stillness. Sometimes we can find that with our breath. That little space at the end of the inhale and at the end of the exhale. But I'd like to take you on another little journey here. And I think we've all experienced this in our lives. And when we've been talking about that stillness, it moves us towards that place of peace and joy and love. So if you can, imagine taking a nice walk in the woods. Smelling the freshness all around you, the trees, all the undergrowth. And the path that you're on leads you to a nice opening, a little clearing. And in the middle of that clearing is a giant tree, a big, mighty oak. And you see a lone swing hanging from one of its mighty branches. And no one's around. So you get to walk on over to that swing and have a seat. And maybe it's been a long time since you've been in a swing. And so you tentatively just kind of move a little bit, a little forward, a little back. And you start to notice a smile creep up on your face, like, oh yeah, I remember this. And maybe with your body sitting here, as you inhale, you lean just a little forward. And as you exhale, you lean just a little back. And it's that swing motion. Breathing in, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember I extend my legs out. And as you exhale, those knees bend when you're in the swing. And you can imagine, maybe you stay a little lower, or maybe with every breath, you go a little higher in that swing. Feeling the sensation of your body moving forward and your body moving back. Maybe you can even imagine and feel that air on your face, the wind. Each forward motion is that big inhale. And each exhale is when you get to go back down and then swing up to the top part of that arc. And you may notice when you're at the top of the arc, there's that moment of weightlessness, that moment of stillness. Just like with our breath, as we breathe in and we're full, there's that moment of stillness, of weightlessness. And as you exhale every bit of air out and you're on the other side of that arc, there's that moment. And maybe the corners of your mouth are a little bit higher. Maybe you feel that joy, maybe a little silliness of being in that swing. And then we just start to let that swing slowly start to get a little lower. You're not near as high anymore. And the arcs get shorter until you find yourself back down where you started. Take a nice breath in and out. Beautiful, guys. And then from here, keeping the eyes still soft or closed, just gently uncurl those legs and make your way back down onto your back. Just taking your time, with the eyes still soft or closed. Once you find yourself back down on the ground, with the eyes soft or closed, if there's any other little motion or wiggles, letting the mind settle into the body, into what do you need at this moment. We'll be making our way into our Shavasana, our final resting pose. If there are little things that your body would like to do, see if you can do them with those eyes soft or closed. Feeling the body breathing. Feeling the body slowing down. And suddenly a great stillness arises within you, an unfathomable sense of peace. And within that peace, there is great joy. And within that joy, there is love. Letting go of controlling your breath, letting go of holding your body in any particular way. Letting the body effortlessly breathe itself now. And we rest. Now we slowly begin to deepen the breath. And start to let this body begin to move and wake up however would feel good, whatever waking up motion is best for your body. Nice, guys. And then from here, we're just going to bend those knees and roll on over to your favorite side and just pause for a moment. Taking a moment there to fill up your body and then empty right on out. I'm using the strength of your arms. Press yourself up to a nice easy seat. Finding these ears over our shoulders and the shoulders over the hips. Beautiful. Flickering those eyes open if they're closed. And then reaching your arms out by your sides. We'll inhale and take these hands high to gather this glorious energy from each other and from above. Press it between your hands. And as you exhale, bring all that goodness right into your heart. And then bowing the head of the hands in honor of our practice, in honor of each other and the time we all get to spend together. Thank you all so much for coming to class and allowing me to be a part of your day. Namaste.